Hey guys, I'm Sarah and I'm going to show you one of the easiest, cheapest and still yummy dinners ever. It requires very little in the way of forward plating. You don't have to defrost anything. When it comes to pasta bakes, a lot of people reach for tuna. This stuff here, mackerel, it comes in, how big is this can? 425 grams in a can, and it's $1.79 from Pack and Save. So compared to the cost of tuna, it is so much cheaper, and it is still really, really nice. Now I've just got some water heating up. I'm just going to put a decent pinch of salt in there. That's going to be to cook our pasta in. And I've just got a bit of oil heating in the frying pan. I'm going to chop up a decent sized onion. And with this onion, I'm going to add either 2 teaspoons of crushed garlic or 2 cloves of garlic. There's an optional extra little pinch of ground chilli, so you don't need much of that at all. It's pretty potent stuff, just good for a little bit of a kick. 2 cans of just belly brand chopped tomato. And just 1 teaspoon of, I'm using dried basil, but you can also use oregano or better still fresh herbs if you've got some fresh basil. Chuck that in there. And another optional thing, just because I've got a few, some spinach leaves, so I'm just going to chop up a handful of spinach, chuck that in there as well. And I've just realised why the water's not boiling for the pasta, and that's because I didn't turn the stove on. Oh, those special moments. Just going to chuck a lid on that and just let that simmer away for about 20 minutes. Now, normally if I'm doing spaghetti or fettuccine, I'll make it myself, but I'm not quite up with making this stuff myself yet. The Penne pasta, so chuck that in to start cooking. So, just going to drain this pasta. This pasta's nicely cooked. So that mackerel I was talking about, I've just drained that. Got four nice big chunks of mackerel in there. I'm just going to chuck them in. And just, you don't want to smush them up too much, you want it still sort of chunky-ish, but just break them up into a few pieces. Give that a bit of a stir about. Let's mix that up so it gets all nice and coated. There's no reason you can't just dish it up like that, but I'm going to make it gourmet. Let's sprinkle some cheese on top, and then just going to chuck that in the oven for about 10 minutes, 200 degrees. Check out what's just come out of the oven. Ooh yeah. So let's dish that out. Have a wee taste test. Do you reckon, Olivia?
It is the best thing ever.
I think that's probably an exaggeration.
Can't talk, must eat.
What do you reckon, Sam?
Good. Yeah, but it's only not the pasta.
Oh, you don't like the pasta? Do you like Mum's homemade pasta better?
Yeah.
And Aston is currently shoveling it in, so. Quick taste review, and it's actually the next day because I had a special moment, and although I pressed record to get my kids' reviews, I had a whole taste test. I did a professional flavour review and everything, and I hadn't pressed record. This stuff reheated the next day is yummy. There was plenty left for me and a couple of the kids to have in their lunch boxes. My husband, Clint, in case you're wondering, he just doesn't eat fish. He's never been a fish person, so it's not the sort of thing I do often. But he had eggs on toast, in case you're wondering. I could go for a little bit more of the chili flakes because you can't really taste it that much this time around. But I mean, the mackerel, the tomatoes, you know, the token greenery, the bit of garlic, you can add a bit more garlic if you want to. But it's just nice, simple flavours. I'm not going to pretend that this is a gourmet dinner or anything, because it's not. It's dinner on a budget, and it's a lot better for you than ringing Pizza Hut on those days where you just want something easy. I mean, you know, all you got to do is chop stuff up, put it in the pan, boil the pasta, and you're done. You don't really need to bake it in the oven or sprinkle the cheese on top, even if you don't want to. It's just a really, really easy, really budget dinner. Like, leave me a comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and have fun out there.